From the thundering 88s that terrorized Allied tanks to the massive railway guns that shook entire cities, Germany's artillery arsenal was both feared and legendary. Here's every piece they used. 10.5 cm leFH 18 light field howitzer, the backbone of German artillery. The 10.5 cm leFH 18 fired over 15,000 rounds per gun throughout the war, serving on every front from France to the Eastern Front. 15 cm SFH 18 heavy field howitzer, the heavy hitter. The 15 cm SFH 18 could launch a 95-pound shell over 8 miles. Over 6,000 were produced, making it Germany's most common heavy howitzer. 8.8 cm FlaK 36-37, the famous 88. The legendary 88. Originally anti-aircraft, Rommel turned it into the most feared anti-tank gun. It could penetrate 4 inches of armor at 2,000 yards. Allied tankers dreaded it. 7.5 cm PaK 40 anti-tank gun. Germany's most produced anti-tank gun with over 23,000 made. The PaK 40 could punch through Soviet T-34 armor, becoming the Wehrmacht's standard tank killer by 1942. 15 cm Nebelwerfer 41 rocket launcher, the screaming Mimi. This 6-barreled rocket launcher created psychological terror with its distinctive shriek. Soviets called it the Venusia, Stalin's counterpart to their Katyusha. 21 cm Morsa 18 heavy howitzer, the bunker buster. This massive howitzer fired 250-pound shells to demolish fortifications. It took 22 horses or a heavy tractor to move this 37,000-pound monster. 17 cm Khan 1 18 heavy gun, long-range terror weapon. With a 30-mile range, the K-18 could strike targets far behind enemy lines. Each shell weighed 140 pounds and could crater a road. 7.5 cm leIG-18 infantry gun, the infantryman's companion. Light enough to be horse-drawn, the leIG-18 gave direct fire support to advancing troops. Over 12,000 served throughout the war. 12.8 cm FlaK 40 heavy anti-aircraft gun, the B-17 killer. This behemoth could reach bombers at 35,000 feet. With a 57-pound shell, it also became a devastating anti-tank weapon in desperation. 3.7 cm PaK 36 anti-tank gun, the door knocker. Germany's early war anti-tank gun quickly became obsolete against heavier Allied armor, earning its sarcastic nickname from frustrated crews who said it just knocked on tank doors. 10.5 cm K-18 heavy gun, the counter-battery specialist. This long-barreled gun could reach 12 miles, perfect for silencing enemy artillery positions before they could strike German lines. 8 cm Granatwerfer 34 mortar, the standard infantry mortar. Portable, accurate, and deadly. Each German infantry regiment had dozens. It could drop 15 rounds per minute on enemy positions up to 2.5 miles away. 5 cm PaK 38 anti-tank gun, the stopgap solution. Introduced when the PaK 36 failed, the PaK 38 could penetrate most early war tanks. Over 9,500 were produced before being superseded by the 75 mm. 15 cm Khan 1 39 heavy gun, the fortress destroyer. Used primarily on coastal defenses and sieges, the K-39 fired 95-pound armor-piercing shells. It was deadly against bunkers and ships alike. 28 cm Khan 1 5 railway gun, the rail-bound beast. This 218-ton monster could hurl 560-pound shells over 38 miles. It required 75 men to operate and entire rail infrastructure to deploy. 80 cm Schwerer Gustav railway gun, the largest gun ever built. Schwerer Gustav weighed 1,350 tons and fired 7-ton shells 29 miles. It took 4,000 men to assemble and operate, a monument to German over-engineering. 15 cm IG-33 heavy infantry gun, the infantry's heavy hammer. Mounted on everything from tanks to half-tracks, the IG-33 gave German infantry devastating firepower against fortified positions at close range. 42 cm Gamma Morsa, Big Bertha type, the fortress killer. These WWI-era giants were brought back for special sieges. Firing 2,200-pound shells, they could obliterate the strongest fortifications, used at Sevastopol and Brest. 10.5 cm leFH 18/40, improved model. The evolution. By mounting the leFH 18 barrel on the heavier SFH 18 carriage, Germany got better range and stability. This hybrid became standard by 1943. 7.5 cm FK-16 NA field gun. The Veteran. Originally from World War I, thousands were modernized and pressed into World War II service. Desperation made even old weapons valuable as Germany's needs grew. 2 cm FlaK 30-38 light anti-aircraft gun. The Sky Defender. This automatic 20mm cannon fired 280 rounds per minute. Mounted on vehicles, ships, and ground positions, it protected German forces from low-flying Allied aircraft everywhere. 3.7 cm FlaK 36-37 light anti-aircraft gun. The medium AA gun. With better range than the 20mm, this automatic cannon could reach aircraft at 15,000 feet. Over 20,000 were produced for Wehrmacht air defense. 7.5 cm PaK 97-38, modified French gun. Improvisation at its finest. Germany converted captured French 75mm guns by mounting them on PaK 38 carriages. Desperate times called for desperate measures. Thousands served on the Eastern Front. 21 cm K39 40th heavy gun. The extreme range weapon. This massive gun could strike targets 18 miles away. Its 250-pound shells were used for counter-battery fire and destroying Soviet strongpoints. 30.5 cm Morsa M.11, Skoda. The siege giant from World War I. This Austro-Hungarian monster was revived for World War II, firing 850-pound shells. Used at Sevastopol, it could demolish the strongest Soviet fortifications. 28 cm K5, E, railway gun Leopold. The Anzio Express. This railway gun terrorized Allied forces at Anzio, Italy. With a 38-mile range, it could fire before Allied counter-battery could locate it, then escape on rails. 10.5 cm leFH 16, World War I veteran. The Old Soldier. Germany pressed thousands of WWI-era howitzers back into service. By 1944, desperation meant even 30-year-old guns were fighting on the front lines. 7.62 cm PaK 36, R, converted Soviet gun. Turned the tables. Germany captured thousands of Soviet 76mm guns and converted them into powerful anti-tank weapons. The A stood for Russisch, Russian origin, German deadliness. 15 cm SFH 36, Rheinmetall. The alternative heavy howitzer. Competing with the SFH 18, this Rheinmetall design saw limited production but performed well. German industry produced multiple competing designs simultaneously. 21 cm Morsa 16, World War I heavy howitzer. Another World War I veteran. This First World War heavy mortar was modernized and used throughout World War II. Its high-angle fire was perfect for attacking fortified positions and trenches. 12.2 cm Kanwan 391, R, Soviet M 1931-37. Captured and converted. Germany seized so many Soviet 122mm guns during Barbarossa that they formed entire artillery units with them, designated with the A for Russian origin. 15 cm K16, World War I long gun. The Great War survivor. Yet another World War I veteran, this 150mm gun was modernized and served throughout World War II, proof of Germany's growing equipment shortages as the war progressed. 24 cm Kanwan 3 heavy gun. The Bunker Annihilator. This 240mm heavy gun fired 330-pound shells at concrete fortifications. Used primarily on static fronts, it could demolish bunkers with terrifying precision. 10 cm K18 auf Panzer Selbstfallefett Eva, self-propelled. Artillery on wheels. By mounting the K18 gun on a tank chassis, Germany created mobile artillery that could keep pace with armored divisions, the birth of modern self-propelled guns. 28.8 cm K5 Glatt railway gun, smooth bore. The rocket-assisted monster. This smoothbore version of the K5 fired rocket-assisted projectiles 53 miles, the longest range of any German artillery. It could strike targets almost from another country. 35.5 cm Howitzers M1, captured Czech. The Czech contribution. Germany seized these massive Skoda howitzers from Czechoslovakia. Their 1,250-pound shells were used in the sieges of Poland, Belgium, and France. 15 cm SFH 40, improved model. The wartime improvement. An upgraded version of the SFH 18 with better range and lighter weight, but introduced too late. only produced in limited numbers before war's end. 7.5 cm Gebirgsgeschütz 36, mountain gun. The mountain fighter. Designed to be disassembled and carried by pack animals through alpine terrain, this gun served German mountain troops in Norway, Greece, and the Caucasus Mountains. 5 cm Gebirgshaubitze 40, mountain howitzer. The Alpine howitzer. Lightweight enough for mountain warfare but powerful enough to support infantry, this 105 mm howitzer was crucial for German mountain divisions fighting in difficult terrain.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating WWII history.